Maybe five or seven. Okay. May I? Thank you.
No matter question. We use normally use a scanner. Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I officially start the meeting. A bit of house rule. So kindly switch off your phone, mobile phone, or put it in a silent mode. And in case like those who are new to the IJM, if you want to go to the washroom, it will be on your right hand side, at this side. And you may scan the QR code for the agenda. We are practicing less paperless, so we don't provide you agenda. So in case if you need any information, you can look for the QR code. As a practice of IJM Toastmaster Club, we will practice mindfulness. So that will be for 1 minute of silence. So I'll conduct the session. So just feel comfortable in your seat. Release all the tension. Put your hand on your lap. When you are ready, gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Release all the tension on your shoulder. On your neck. Any parts of your body. Feel the sensation of the room. Feel the aircon. Just gently be present. So when you feel comfortable, take a last deep breath and gently open your eyes. So how are you all feeling now?
Great.
So are you all here?
Yes.
So I hope all are present throughout this meeting. That's why we had this session for. So once again, welcome to IJM Toastmaster Club. Today it's going to be a very, very special event because our Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director, Dato' Som Hen Chun, is here to give us a invitation speech, which is the first time ever in Toastmaster Club, and we are really, really honored. Okay, before I start my speech today, can you all tell what is our theme for today?
Dream, believe, and achieve.
Okay, I have a video for all of you before I start my meeting.
Somebody tells you you can't do something. Not even you. Right? You got a dream. You got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it.
Every once in a while, a revolutionary thought comes along that changes everything.
That's all I want to do. So let me put a question to you. So do you all have a dream?
Yes.
So do you believe in that?
Yes.
Have you achieved? Okay, let me share about my dear members in Toastmaster class who have dreamed about their visions and they believe they could achieve and they achieve it right now. Can you all name about anyone who you have seen here who have achieved their dream?
Kido.
Yo.
You.
Kido.
Yeah, what's my dream?
Running the marathon, I guess.
Yeah, he set the goal to run half marathon last year and he achieved it. A one inspiring story by a person who started his Toastmaster Club because he couldn't speak well in English. So he struggled a lot to speak a proper English and he developed his communication skill through Toastmaster Club. Day by day, he improved and he jumped his position from senior to senior to manager to now become a general manager. So not only is business, he's owning a BMW car. So if he is the full example of if you believe and you can achieve it. Another example, Fung Sukwa, who had a dream to travel around the world and to expand her network through Toastmaster. And she is believed it and she achieving it because last year she had went to Korea, Taiwan to fulfill her dreams and she's keep on working on that. Can we have a round of applause for her? And another person who is becoming a rising star in Toastmaster Club. You will be surprised because when he was here first time in Toastmaster Club, he was very struggling for him to speak up. But throughout the day, he finished his pathway level 1 and he is here today to deliver his level 2, which is not only Leon. Not only in Toastmaster, but also in IJM. There are many people around here who are striving to achieve their dreams and will be supported by many inspiring people in IJM, which is like truly proven that IJM is not only expand their business in Malaysia, they had a very big dream to go along to extend their business in India, China, and Dubai. So it shows that if you have a dream, then you believe it that you can achieve. In the day by, you will achieve it one day. So I'll encourage all of you to have a dream today. If you all say that I don't have a dream, but then you can start dreaming what are the dreams that you want to achieve in your personal life. If you think that I don't believe in myself, but you should remember that believing in yourself is always the first thing, the second step for you to achieve your dream. With that, I will pass this meeting to TMT. Oh, I will welcome our CEO and Managing Director, Dato' So, who has been inspired us.
Okay, very good afternoon. I'm really honored to be invited here by Toastmaster Club IJM. And Ramesh just now told me that we are one of the few surviving corporate clubs in Malaysia. I think we can start off, and I'm very encouraged to see so many young colleagues who are actually interested to improve themselves. I mean, those of you who are here, your purpose is to improve yourself. And joining Toastmaster Club, I think a lot of time there's always misconception by many of our colleagues. They think that by joining Toastmaster Club, one of the most important things is to do a public presentation, which is not just the only main reason why you're in Toastmaster Club. I think there are a lot of other reasons. You can improve your communication skill, your other soft skill required for you to advance in your career. And I think you are doing a great job to stay together as a unit and to encourage more to participate. Today I see there are some bystanders back there, or spectators, mainly, and I think they can actually give you advice as to activities that Toastmasters can do to encourage the other colleagues to participate. I gather you have only about 28 members now. Probably you can increase the membership and encourage more the middle manager and the managerial level people to join in. And I think today's topic we talk about dream. Maybe my topic here today is also probably my departure speech from IJM. I'm going to retire in a month's time, and some of you, or maybe a few of you, may have heard my story. Okay. Many of you have not heard, and maybe today I can share a bit of my dream, and also the beginning of my dream. I told some of our colleagues, we are in a different generation. I'm the baby boomer. Many of you are, either Gen Y or Gen Z or the millennials, and we grew up during different era. And I grew up at a time when economic situation is not so good. The economic situation in the country is not so good, and I was brought up in a squatter area, a very notorious squatter area. Okay? Notorious means a lot of gangsters, a lot of drug addicts, a lot of drug pushers staying within the neighborhood, and with a lot of, I wouldn't say good luck, probably I'm one of the few that make it to university and be where I am today. Of course, this journey is not easy. It's, to me, when I started off, I never imagined that one day I'll be having a company this size, especially IJM. So my dream at that time was to get a good education and maybe be what it is. A lot of them, at that time you want to be a clerk, you want to be whatever, to just get away from poverty. And I was telling some of our colleagues previously, in a neighborhood of maybe 6, 7 families, we share one common toilet. Electricity, only one fluorescent tube. Water, only 2 houses out of the 6 have water. So you have to connect the water illegally to our house. So that's the situation of staying in a squatter. And we have big families. Those days, each family may be 8, 9 person. I have 6 other siblings, plus my parent and grandparent, we have 10 in the house, and it's a squatter house. So to be brought up in that environment, actually I'm very blessed. I was sharing with Mandy and Shirley a few days ago that they wouldn't even believe that among all my neighbors, They are people who actually graduated not from the university, they graduated from Pulau Jereja. You know what's Pulau Jereja? It's like the Alcatraz of the US. The wrong degree convicts who are sent there. And many a time, when I look back, I would say that God has been very kind to me. And of course, when I reached secondary school, I was even more amazed by some of the things that my neighborhood or my neighbors did, and that's where I started to actually drift away from them. Otherwise, I will be probably a graduate of Apollo Jereja as well. And the lucky thing is, I told some of our colleagues is that I'm a bit lucky. From the day I entered Standard 1, I never go to any kindergarten. I never have any tuition in my whole life. I never attended any tuition class. And after 2 weeks going to the school, the teacher said, you now have to sit for a test. And my parents both are illiterate. They don't know what is all this test about. And I just went for a test. And then suddenly the teacher come and say, okay, all of you come into this class. And I have to go back and explain to my parents. The teacher tell me that I will only need to study 5 years in the primary school. So my parents were very worried. You have 6 years in primary school, why are you studying 5 years? So the teacher had to explain the reason, because I was good in express class. But they couldn't believe it, because this guy never studied, never goes to tuition, never does anything. So, but because of the environment that I'm in, and when I reached secondary school, we were all streamed. I come from Seremban, and you all know KGB, King George Refuge School, is a premier school. So out of 300 students in the primary school that attended, only 60 of them are then given a place in the secondary school. So when I move on to the secondary school, of course I meet all the elite, all the guys from different schools who actually went to the similar school with me. And that's how it changed my life, where I meet different people of different backgrounds. And today I still sometimes go back to where I came from, and the place has changed. Of course, squatter houses are no more there, a lot of development. And when I look back, I would say that in Malaysia, there are still a lot of similar, after 40 years or 50 years since I left the place, there are still similar situation and similar squatter areas around Malaysia, where a lot of deprived or disadvantaged people are not given the opportunity. So I think once we have achieved more than what we set out to do, and it's beyond the dream, say a dream, so it's beyond my dream. So probably it's now time for me to give back more to society. Okay, so my intention is post-retirement. This is something I want to do, something I want to, I'm not going to donate money to some NGOs who have billions of ringgit. Probably go specific. If people really need help, I will just go and help them. Rather than, a lot of organizations have a lot of money and you don't know what they do with it. And it's interesting. Okay, that's I want to say. The other thing is that my journey in the working career, I've only worked in 2 different places. I worked with the government because I was given a federal scholarship to study overseas, which is also lucky. I wouldn't imagine, those days in Malaysia, we have only 5 public universities. Not like today, I can't even remember the number. Okay, we only have 5, and of course, most of my classmates, they are all the cream of the crop. They all go into Malay College, Kuala Royal Military College, and everyone got a scholarship after Form 5. So most of them are well-to-do and successful people. Of course, I'm very lucky. I'm thankful to the government for giving me a scholarship to study overseas. Otherwise, probably, I don't know what I'll be like. Okay, so I have to work with the government because it's a compulsory service. And after leaving, then I joined the road builder. That was during the peak of the recession in the late 80s. And that's when we started doing the North-South Highway. I think some of you were just a few years old, or maybe the younger one, not even born. It's 30 years. And from the day I started work, it's close to 40 years now. So it's a long time ago, and things has changed. And I always say that we can't live in the previous years, things that we do previously. So what we need to do is always look forward, and that's why in IJM I've always been encouraging new innovation, things like digitalization and Industry 4.0. But we know that it's not going to be an easy journey. But younger people like you should actually move forward, and I always encourage the participation of our colleagues, in any of the training or program that can help you to improve your career. To me, most importantly is the art of communicating with people. You can have all the IQ in the world, but if your EQ is no good and you don't have the necessary soft skill, I don't think you can be successful. I think Mr. Choi shared with me just now, we don't have candidates going for a promotion interview, can't even give a proper presentation. So how are you going to convince your customer to buy when you are a sales person and you can't actually convince your client that your product is good? And most importantly, you can't even convince yourself. So I think this forum is something that we should use. And this lab, in fact, is called the Innovation Lab. Okay, for our general evaluator who didn't know, this is our Innovation Lab. And we can change the format of the lab so that during different time of the year, or different time of the month, or different time of the day, you can actually reconfigure this to give you a bit more space to think. The other aspect, I think just now, I think you did a good thing is you talk about mindfulness. This is an area that I've told the HR to actually, re-emphasize on, because today the environment is different. People feel stressed easily. The people feel stressed easily compared to people my time. We are dinosaurs, but we don't get stressed so easily. So, but today, any slight thing we say, oh, I'm very stressed, And if you ask them to work beyond 7, they will say that there's no meaning in life. Alright, there's no meaning in life. So, I mean, work-life balance is important. But at the end of the day, you are supposed to achieve what you set out to achieve. And that's where the dream comes in as well. You have a dream, if you don't work hard, you will never achieve it. Work hard and work smart. I mean, work hard and work smart. Working hard is just not good enough, but you need to work smart and work with others. No one can achieve on your own. Okay, so in my journey when I was in the government or in IJM, I would say that I've been very lucky. I have very good colleagues, good bosses, who actually gave me a lot of guidance and assistance, and they're always there whenever I need advice. So I think similarly for all of you, you need to maintain good relationship with your colleagues, your subordinate, your superior, your bosses, and your friends outside as well. And you should treat everyone as your partner. Sometimes we take our contractor like they are like our servant, and we scold them, and especially in the construction line, you've heard all these stories about construction people are very rough, very difficult, they like to scold people, but times has changed. That's why we keep telling the older one, times has changed. The younger generation don't like to be told what to do. They like to be encouraged. They don't like the word teamwork, they like cooperation. So we need to use all this new jargon to actually get the younger generation to embrace what the older generation want them to do. Alright, and today a lot of parents say, I don't know how to educate my son because of the different generation that they come from. And you must remember, people my time grew up using slide rule and bakers. We don't even have a calculator when I started off. In the university, we use slide rule. I think none of you here have seen the slide rule. We use slide rule to do calculation. Engineering solution, we use slide rule. Today, none of you has seen a slide rule. You look at the survey equipment, you see all the numbers there today. Those days we can't, we need to read the vernier. So these are the transformation, and technology has to make things easy. So we should actually make use of this technological advancement for the benefit of our work. So I saw the amber light. I know that I'm wasting my time, but I'd just like to say thank you to all of you for supporting me all this while, and you have made my journey in IJM easier. And I hope that all of you will have greater success in your career. I think most of you have still a while to go. Don't envy me if I tell you I'm going holiday here. We have younger staff who goes for holiday at least 4 to 6 times a year, post in their Instagram and Facebook. And now I probably go 10 times a year and I'll post, and then you all will. Minutes only, I can't say. I need to follow the time.
Thank you, Dato. I think, Dato, you had very good hand gestures and good usage of the stage. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. My name is Madhura, and I'm your Toastmasters of the day today. Today is a little extra special because we have Dr. Som with us today, and to those of you who do not know, he is the CEO of IJM Group. We have new guests, new faces today. Could I get you guys to stand up, just say your name and where you're from, department or club once. Let's start with the GE maybe. GE?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. My name is Li Hua, I'm coming from GTM Toastmasters Club. Why called GTM Toastmasters Club? Because my club is an advanced club, whereby those Toastmasters want to become a distinguished Toastmaster, they will attend our club. So we need certain level to compete. For example, the whole track they need at least ALB, like people like Supla can compete. Then if it's a new members, like a new track one, you have to achieve minimum level 3 with an ESCO title before. Then only can come into my club, that's from my club. And today my role will be as a general evaluator, whereby I evaluate from the time I walk in until the end of the evaluation. Together with me, I will have a team of chemical evaluators together with me, like an art counter, timer, grammarian, and also my speech evaluator. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Vivo. You.
Hello, my name is Aziz. I'm a jam scholar, so Mr. Choi is my mentor. So he encouraged me to join for this time around. I'm currently doing my internship in Klang. So yeah.
In a financial institution. Then I slowly move up from secretary to senior to manager to AVP. So that was where I also kind of took a step back and see, what do I want to achieve in life? Every day you're chasing for time. Imagine last time I worked in KL. 6 o'clock I woke up, and then 6:30 I reached the gym because I wanted to kind of like break the traffic. Anything after 6:45 you come out from your house to KL city center, you will be really jammed for 1.5 hours. So 6:30 I hit the gym, I was still like a zombie, step onto the steppers and the treadmill, let the treadmill move me. I was just like closing my eyes, and after 5-10 minutes on the treadmill, you kind of like reawaken. So you continue your exercise for about an hour, and then went for shower, go to work. So every day is like that for the 5 years when I was in the bank. Then I also have personal dream. I like to dance. Maybe to some of y'all who know me, I am part-time ballroom dancer. So every day, thank you very much. To my ballroom dance dream, come to me another day.
Yeah. And those who like ballroom dancing and all this is very good. She's like a professional.
Sorry, I have 150 point call.
Don't worry, you go ahead. But you make sure you teach all the song dance.
Open a ballroom dance
Yeah,
class here.
actually you should start a ballroom dancing.
Okay, who wants to learn? Put up your hand.
Wow. It's an exercise of no, really, I'm not joking.
Please stand with the floor.
Online registration. Okay, you start the dancing club, the ballroom dancing club.
Join the Toastmaster review 5.
More question there? Who want to come to have a try?
One.
Yes.
One is average.
One to five, that's two.
1 to 1 to 4.
Oh, okay. What have you read recently that inspired you? What have you read recently that inspired you?
Thank you. I'm not, sorry. Welcome everyone to all for Double Song and fellow Toastmaster. I'm not actually read something to inspire me. I actually watched something to inspire me. What I watched is actually a video. Okay. The video How to Achieve a Dream, which I watched just now. actually, from that video, I can thought back how I achieved my dream and how I believe it until how I achieved it. Okay, let's talk back about IJM first. Few years ago, I know about IJM that IJM has become one of the sponsors for USM in Vietnam. Okay, because that time I was one of the members of sponsorship division for my club and society and the event. I was finding a sponsorship for my event too. I tried to contact some kind of sponsorship department in IJM. Like, although I didn't achieve anything or get anything for the sponsorship department, that's how I know IJM. Okay. My start from that day, my dream is to become one of the members of IJM. Okay. But I start from that day, I did not know that IJM has have a lot of division other than construction. Because I'm from mechanical base, I'm not from civil base. I studied mechanical engineering in Malacca, MMU Malacca. Okay. That's why I think that I'm not from civil base. I shouldn't be one of the members of IJM. That's what I think. Okay. But luck brings me here. I went for interview. One of my ex-GM colleagues, whose name is Mr. Pang Chi-rong. He asked me to go for interview. I went in. That's the first time I know IJM does have a lot of kind of divisions, something like industry, construction, other division. I stepped in for interview. That's how I got. The first time I interview, I will stop interview for other companies. I believe IJM will be one of the companies that will achieve one of my dreams, although I haven't achieved anything yet. Still long way to go. Guaranteed 25 years. 25 years from now, we'll be 50 something. For my age. Thank you everyone for giving a chance for all kind of platform for me to enhance myself, improve my skills. Thank you everyone.
We got the last job. Whoever want to try? Whoever want to try? Yeah.
I think. Right?
Yeah.
One is my senior mentee, one is the junior mentee.
Okay. 135?
135.
Yes.
Number one.
Number one, okay. Yeah, number one. Where, okay. Okay. Cool down. I know this is the first time. It's okay. Just take it 2 minutes. You can think first Where there's a will, there's a way. Do you agree with this saying? Where there's a will, there's a way. Do you agree with this saying? I think.
2 minutes.
Yep.
So I start now or?
Whenever.
Okay. Hi everyone. So this is my first time here. I don't expect to give a speech actually. I just want to come here and have a look, but then I have to give a speech. Okay. When you have a will, you have a way. I totally believe in that one. Because whenever you want to achieve something, the first thing that you need to have is definitely a will. If you don't have a will, it doesn't matter what environment you have, you put in. I'm in a Toastmaster club, but then you don't have a will to succeed. Then what's the point? Or you've been put into the best university, you're given the best of equipment, you're given the best laptops, the best facilities and all, but you don't have the wills, it won't go anywhere. Actually, I know someone that's like that. Okay, they're being pampered, and then everything is very easy for them, so they lose the will. So for me, well, actually, I have a will to succeed as well. I have actually the previous one said that they want to start a company, right? Is it? No. Okay, then I want to start a company. That's why if Mr. Choi knows that I want to get an IR. Wow. Because for me, that's a prerequisite to get people to, like Mr. Stone said, that you need to convince someone so that you can convince your buyer. So for me, the first thing that they will see is, who are you? Okay. So if you're starting an engineering company, but then you don't have any qualification to support that one, so how is the customer going to believe in your calculations and all your judgment and stuff? So I think the light is red. So okay,
Thanks for all warriors that trying the paper copy today. So now I would like to pass back the control to our KP today.
Thank you, Kido, and well done to all those brave speakers who came up here to speak earlier. Please log on to Slido, which is sli.do, and vote for the best table topic speaker. I will give you guys about 20 seconds. And your code is #IJM TMC. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Okay, for those of you guys who are done with the voting, we're going to move on to the most exciting part of this meeting, which is the project speeches. So please refer to the back of the agenda for the speech objectives. The first speaker for today, she loves to read and she knows how to swim. Not many of us know how to swim. Her greatest pet peeve is people who don't give her eye contact while she talks. So y'all better give her eye contact, alright? Let's welcome Robina to give her speech titled The Shepherd.
Fellow Toastmasters, good afternoon to you. One of the things I love about being a Toastmaster is the fact that I learn and develop. And that's the difference between having a project speech and doing a table topic like what we heard just now. Doing a project speech means I need to think about it and plan out what I'm going to say. So today, my speech is about mentorship. Now, this was very interesting for me because I've had a teacher before, I've had a coach before, But apparently, according to Toastmasters, mentor is neither of these things. So I had to think about it and learn on the Toastmasters pathway. And then as I learned about it, I realized what a mentor is. A mentor is like a shepherd. Now, does anyone here not know what a shepherd is? Anyone? Okay. So, for your information, Madhura, Chloe, a shepherd, the word shepherd comes from two words, sheep and herd. Now, herd means to guide and direct. Does anyone know what sheep is? What was the sound again? What was the sound of sheep make? Oh, hello! Yeah. Actually, the goat and the sheep make the same sound. Ba, ba, right? Goat, you're already being nervous also. Huh? So, why is a shepherd similar with being a mentor? Number one, the qualities of being a shepherd is very similar to having the qualities of a good mentor. First of all, let me tell you who my mentor is when I came into IJM Toastmasters. It is none other than my mentor who was quickly running to the back, Miss Sophua. That was very interesting. Sophua obviously is a great personality. And when I first found out that she was my mentor, I was like, oh, does that mean I'm going to have to meet with her weekly and she's going to go through with me what I need to do? But no, let me share with you what Sophua did and why I found her a great mentor. First thing, a great mentor, listens, right? So, me as her sheep, every time that I ran into a roadblock, every time I stumbled, knew that I could go to her. In fact, I did it once where I had to vent and I had to tell her what I was being frustrated with. And I don't like to complain. Because when I feel like growing up in an Asian family, if you complain, the sound of it is like a sheep. Sound like what again? And what does a shepherd do when they hear the sheep buying? Do they go and talk to the sheep?
No.
No. What does the shepherd do? Listen. Exactly. No judgment, no comments, just listen. But is that all it takes to be a good mentor? No. It goes to the second value that so far did very well. A great mentor doesn't teach like a teacher, doesn't push like a coach. And this is what I think all of us see in great mentors, like not just Sophua, Datuk So, even Ramesh, Dixon. For all of us who have seen a great mentor, a mentor doesn't teach, but they share. Now, why is this important? The reason is, I found, I always felt like I wasn't alone. And that's what a shepherd does. A shepherd is always with her flock. She didn't have to keep coming to me, but I always knew that Sophua was there to go and talk to and listen. And she always shared with me her trials and shared with me her experiences and gave me ideas about things that I could do. Instead of telling me what to do, she just gave me ideas. And for that, Sophua, thank you very much. No idea how much it does for me. And the last one, which I think is the difference between a good mentor and a great mentor, is the energy and dedication that the mentor has. And again, I have to say, while I'm very happy that Sophua was my official mentor in the Toastmasters Club, I'm very blessed because from the time I joined as Toastmasters, I have been surrounded by great role models who I look up to as a mentor. They don't have to be with you every step of the way. And I think a lot of us here in this room also would probably put Datuk Som as a mentor of yours. Even though I think if you spend time with everybody in the company, you won't have time. But for a lot of people, ever since I joined the company, they've always mentioned Datuk Som as a mentor, as a person who inspires, right? So for that, I'm very grateful that I've had the chance to experience mentorship, and I hope I was able to share with you how I found the journey of being a mentee, which was very fulfilling. And the last thing I just wanted to say is that when I think about the definition of being a mentor, I think about the words of Oprah Winfrey. And she said, a mentor is someone who allows you to see the hope inside yourself. For all the mentors here in this room, thank you very much for doing that. And with that, I'd like to say that's the end of my speech. Thank you very much. Back to you.
Thank you, Ravina. Let's move on to the second project speaker. Now, this person has been very shy and very quiet, but he has come a long way in becoming a confident speaker. He has passed his level 1 and is now going to give his first speech in level 2. Let's welcome Leon. His speech title is Stop Wasting Time. Yeah.
Have you heard of someone saying I don't have time?
All the time.
You say I don't have time, I need to cut back on sleep, I need to do this, I need to do that. You have to schedule your time. We all have the same 24 hours in the day, and we can't get more of it. To manage our time well, not squeezing more into our day. It's about simplifying the way we work and accomplish our goal. Today, I want to share some tips that have helped me make better use of my time. So let's get started. Every night before I sleep, I always tell myself, I have to wake up early tomorrow morning. When the alarm goes off at 6 a.m., I wake up on time and take a shower. After taking my breakfast, I will go to work at 7 a.m. and arrive to the office 7:30. Before I started work, I will tell myself I have to finish my work before 5:30. As a QS, a good time management plays an important role in my day-to-day job scope. I have to get many things done in a short period. I am a contract executive. My work can divide into two categories: post-contract and pre-contract. In the pre-contract, my work is more than prepare a tender document, call for tender, conduct a tender interview, and prepare a tender vision report. And post-contract, my work is more on verify the subcontractor progress plan, prepare a letter of award to subcontractor, and do a site valuation, and prepare a valuation order and final account to our client. And all these tasks I must have adhere to a tight timeline. Okay, how can I handle this? First, I to create a to-do list. Second, I set my priority before I begin each task. It will help me to avoid committing too much time to lower priority tasks. When I complete my task, I set a due date and time for each task to keep track of my task. Have a tight timeline. I pay attention on my job. Last, I will update my list and make sure I am following my schedule accordingly. But sometimes I cannot finish my work due to some reason. But if I can finish my work on time, I will reward myself, such as have a big dinner or buy something I like. Remember? From the time to time, I will review the way to improve my time management, to keep track and to complete my task on time. And to achieve a work-life balance, and I can spend the rest of the day to do my Toastmaster.
Wow.
What can I put here? Time is free but final. Once you lose it, you can never get it back. We need to set our mindset to avoid wasting time. Fellow Toastmaster and welcome guests. Stop wasting time. Live every second is like your last. And we are not getting any younger. To manage our time to make like today is powerful. Thank you.
Thank you, Leon. Now for our last speaker, she joined IJM 6 years ago. And in November 2017, she joined our Corporate Strategy and Investment Department and recently took up a challenge to launch the Intrapreneurship Organization Program as part of the Innovation Team's initiative. Let's hear more about the program from Fong Suk Hwa.
Thank you very much, Madhura. Intrapreneurship. What is intrapreneurship? It is a system in which it will allow the employees to act like entrepreneurs in the company. And for your information, intrapreneurship is very popular among large organizations around the world because it can let the employees to come up with new business ideas for the company's profitability. And for example, do you know that for Google companies, Gmail, AdSense, and even Google News, these are all the products that is innovated by their own employees. And our IJM also are very promoting about the innovation. So that is why the innovation team has decided that why not we come up with our own intrapreneurs within our company. Why not we train our employees to become intrapreneurs and let them come up with new ideas for the company's benefit. So this is why we are having this program, and I'm the main leader for this program and having a few persons who help me. For example, my boss, Shalane Wong, that she presented her paper topics just now, and even Michael is one of my team member, and I even have Jenny in the innovation team to assist to come up with this program called the Intrapreneurship Organization Program. So this is a 3-month program expanded over 6 different sessions in which each session are related to each other. So we will encourage the participants to attend all the 6 sessions to maximize their own benefit as well as to enhance their team cohesion. And not only that, we are targeting about 20 persons for this program, and I would like to say that as of today, we have 15 participants. So not forgetting that some of the Toastmasters members here also registered. Thank you very much for your support. And not only that, we have very interesting program that is lined up. Each of the session, we will invite different speakers and they will teach us on how we can actually come up with ideas to address the challenges in the business currently. And based on these challenges, they will form up teams to address the respective challenges, how to turn the idea into a more viable product or services that is marketable and can be sustainable in the long run. So ladies and gentlemen, this program is still in the beginning of the stage, but my team and I, we have high expectations on the participants as well as the programs that is upcoming because we are inviting very expert speakers to share their experience. Example of the programs that we are having is the business model canvas, design thinking. So these tools we can actually help to enhance our business. So why not? Today we can try to challenge ourselves to participate in this program. And for your information, like what Steve Jobs has said, innovation is the ability to see change as an opportunity, not a threat. So in IJM, we believe in change, and together, all of us future entrepreneurs, we can actually innovate and also inspire. So all these words start with an I, which means that you and I can make a difference. So ladies and gentlemen,
take a small step, challenge yourself, be an entrepreneur, and also have the power to inspire others. Join us now. Thank you.
Thank you, Supa, for sharing about the program. I registered for the program, so I hope young members over here, my team, my own very own team, will register for this program.
Any young,
anybody can register. So I'm going to.
Say young people.
Well, if you're young at heart also, then you can, So, okay, very well done to all speakers today. As usual, please get on to Slido, slide.sli.eo, and enter the code #IJMTMC and vote for the best project speaker. I'll give you guys 20 seconds to do so. Seconds. 5 seconds. Okay, so I'd like to swiftly move on and call upon the general evaluator if she's ready for her evaluation and feedback.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests, and our honored guest here, Dato'. I hope that you all enjoyed the speech just now with the 3 courageous speakers and the 3 prepared speeches as well. So this is the most exciting time, rather than beside the prepared speech, because evaluation is a speech or is a session whereby members get to learn and develop their speech, so they can bring forward the developments, and every time they will get to become better and better from speech to speech. Then you will see a lot of improvement in them, because Toastmasters has 2 visions. One is to create a competent communicator. Second is to create a competent leader. So not only in communication, but as well as in leadership. Now, evaluation also we have a rules to adhere, because evaluation is very important for the members to develop themselves. Therefore, the evaluator have to evaluate to motivate, to encourage, and to highlight the area that the member needs to improve, not to just whitewash itself. Now, evaluation is also very individual, because everyone have our own perception and our own expectation towards the speaker. So if the speaker feel that it is good to take in, and you think that it is not really what you're looking for, you can discuss with the evaluator later on, so that you'll get a better evaluation. As for the evaluator, I hope that you already discussed with your speaker, so that you know what are the areas that are actually looking for, so that they are making the evaluation more meaningful to them, so they can take it home and also practice later on. So I would like to invite our first evaluator, a call for the table topic evaluator, which is Toastmaster Chloe, to give her evaluation.
Sorry, we'll change it to Peggy.
Which is
Peggy is the table topic evaluator. Okay. Yeah. Do we have a table topic?
We can start with Chloe. No, I mean Robina has left, so Peggy can give the evaluation. Yeah, Chloe.
Oh, okay, because you wanted to give. I see. Okay, fine. So can we have the table topic evaluator, then we will call back the person.
Thank you, Dee. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chloe. I'm going to give the table topic evaluation today. Dream, believe, achieve. I will shorten it as daring, brave, amazing for all the 3 speakers. Let us give a round of applause to 3 of them. Shirley, the first speaker, she has a good stride, even though she's rushing off just now, just for the 2-minute speeches. She has good variety and also a clear, good projection voice. Her inspiring story, journey of life, and the work which really engage all of you, because all of you are working and also have your own life here. Perhaps she then has a good conclusion and a good hand gesture movement, because I noticed that her hand gesture keep on in the front part only. It's not that big. Maybe sometimes she can have a big hand gesture movement. So if anyone meet her, you can share this to her. Next one, our second speaker. What have you really done or recently that inspired you? You are a good storyteller. For me personally, I feel you have a good structure in the speech organization, and also engage your stories with the audience here. But perhaps your eye contact can be more affirmative. I would say that, because your eye contact keep on at the side. You try your best to look every way, but you sway along. It's not that focused. So maybe you can stay a bit longer when you're at this side and at the center and at this part. Okay. So in conclusion, you can improve your eye contact and also your tone getting lower when you are going to end your speech. Because I'm sitting right at the back. So at first you started with a good impact, but you end it with a lower voice tone that I would barely hear from the back. The last speaker, Hardik. When there's a will, there's a way. I noticed you're nervous, and the table topic master did give you support and encourage you by giving you some time to think. So perhaps you may take up that time to think a bit of your speech organization, because your story runs well, but I cannot defer your conclusion, your body, and also your opening. And the other thing that I would like to encourage you is you have a wish, a dream to establish a company. And you know that by convincing people, you are able to do so if you have a good communication skills. So do join Toastmasters to improve all this. Thank you.
I just want to know, is this Chloe the first time as a table topic manager?
Yes.
Oh, very good. Okay, I think she deserves a round of applause. The speaker has been evaluated by the evaluator. My job is to evaluate the evaluator over here. So Chloe, thank you for your evaluation and so courageous to take up this role, because table topic evaluator is never easy. In such a short time, you've got to evaluate 3 persons, and you're giving such a short time to evaluate each one of them. I really respect the courage that you have, and you're very specific in your recommendations as well. That is very, very good. Here are the improvements for you, or the area of improvement for you. We, as an evaluator, we have to be a bit sensitive to the people who are having their first speech. For example, Haziq is first time visiting the Toastmasters Club, and it's also his first speech in the table topic. I personally found that he has a very good value in his speech. He shared related to the dream. He inspired people by telling people that he is inspired by the topic itself and the word itself, and he shared about his big dream. He dared to tell people that he wants to become the engineer and open up his own company. So in front of Dato' Sama and also his company. He wants to become IR as well, correct? He wants to become IR. That's very good. Yes. So I think that he has also had a very good mentor, and also having an opportunities over here to learn from a great mentor here, which is Dato', that everybody says that refer to him as well. So these are the things that we can mention to him, so that Haziq will feel that, hey, I want to talk again the next time. I feel great. Yeah. In some of the club, right, we even give them the best table topic speaker so that they become a member. Secrets, okay? So, secondly, when we say something so positive, okay, we also should start with the positive notes, not straight away go into the area that they're supposed to improve, because we call it a sandwich method. To say something they're doing well, because we recognize their what they're doing well. And at the same time, we also do the area of improvement, just what I put to you, because I really reckon you're a good point. So these are the only area that you need to look into it so that you can have a better evaluations for your speaker. Then the speaker will really thank you for that impact that you leave to them. It becomes very meaningful to them. After you say all the good things, don't say but or don't say however. Because these two words is going to nullify everything that you have said in the things that you are saying that they are good. So they hear, oh, just now it's not good. She just that have a how and but and however. So that is the only things that we need to be very mindful in the evaluation. Overall, I really admire you to take up this role as a table topic developer. Even for myself, it is actually very challenging. So far, we understand that, right? It's always very challenging, but you really take up this role. And I think you are doing very well. Keep it up, and I hope that all these points that I challenge you, you'll be able to pick up for the next time when we do the table topic evaluation. Speech objective. Now, every speech there is an objective in it. Now, this particular one is about her experience as a mentee and how she actually relate her experience back to the inspiration part at the end of the day. So we heard about, she talked to us about the three things, about listen, about don't teach, about dedication. She's mentioning about the mentor quality, but what about her as a mentee? How she actually experienced this itself. So that's very important because a great mentor starts from a great mentee. A great leader starts from a great follower. So that is the thing that she needs to highlight. So overall, do you think that she meet her objective? Yes. Yes. If she meet, also congratulate her for that. I really love the dedication you have, the attentiveness you have to point out the area that she's good at and also the area for improvement. One thing that I want to challenge you is that she has so many good things. I also find that a lot of good things when I write here. But how am I going to put it into 3 points so that I can save some time to talk about more of the area for improvement? Because that is going to help her a lot. And also at the same time, we cannot not mention the things that she did well so that she can carry on the things that she's doing very well so that she can carry on the good practices as well. So we try to do it into a category. So in evaluation, we categorize as GLOVE. G-L-O-V-E. So what is G? Body gesture, right? Language. O is objective of the speech. That's why we need to mention. Then the V is the vocal varieties. And the E is the engagement. The engagement is that when they ask us to wear that, that's where she get the engagement and make the audience into the speech as well. Now, in these 3, highlight the 3 areas that you wanted to speak the most. And she did the best. Because we can't mention all the 5 due to the time itself. After that, you can actually go to her personally and tell her the area of improvement and the area she did well and what she should continue. Thank you very much for the evaluation. Next, we will have our Advanced Communicator Silver, Advanced Leader Bronze, Sharon Fu to give an evaluation to the speaker number 2.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Leon, wow, it's a privilege for me to evaluate you on my favorite topic, time management. And the topic, stop wasting time. It's such a powerful message already, without even saying it. So it actually grabs everyone's attention, including mine. So I'm going to evaluate you by your topic, time, T-I-M-E. T, the topic itself is a good one, very thoughtful, and it resonates with everyone here. For me, for instance, I came in late. So that is already a no-no. So I got to make sure that I follow. I should really observe my time management. It inspired me to take action immediately after listening to you and to make and prepare a priority list, because I remember you said that priority list. Throughout my years, I did not do a priority list. It's just a rush thing. So I shall take note of that. And not only you inspire me, I noticed that everyone is all glued to you, the entire speech. I even noticed Datuk Song took photo of you. Yeah, only one. Yes, congratulations. And managing yourself, your persona. I love your personality on stage. You know why I say that? Because you have a very, very pleasant personality with a nice smile. That is already a winning point. That is a brownie point that a lot of speakers lack. So this point will take you very far. E, the last one, to make you a more effective speaker. So there are a few points that I would like to share with you so you can take home and practice on it. The first one is, I think you speak very well. You speak beautifully from beginning till end. You have good structure, great opening. It's not easy to have an opening where you ask a question and everybody laughs. You say, I don't have time. In fact, nobody answer you, but everybody laughed. That means they concur with what you say. And you went on to the contest on how you manage your time. That I must sleep early so I can wake up at 6 o'clock alarm clock. I was waiting for you to say, most people say, alarm clock ring, I will shut it off and go back to sleep. But you didn't. You actually manage your time. You tell on the time what to do from beginning till end of day. And you even reward yourself with dinner, like a pat and back. And the closing, I love your closing in the sense that you say, live every second like your last and make today powerful. So to be more effective on this part is relax. Relax and touch your hand because you were clasping your hand so tightly from beginning till end. I was a bit worried about you. So let go your hand and automatically when you talk, the gesture will come. Easily it will come. Even a little bit of gesture. If there's a judge, it will take you, got gesture. Yeah. And the next thing is, because the time management is so good, you didn't go over time, but no but. To anchor your story, it is more effective to tell something that make you not so perfect. Tell is, there is one day I mismanagement my time. So the audience will you managed. Then tell, how did you conquer, how did you do a review and make this situation better in order to make your time management better. So always anchor it with a story. All in all, you did such a swell job. Keep up your persona, your good storytelling, good topic, inspiring with a smile, and let go your hand and anchor it with a good story. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon, for giving such a detailed evaluation. As a speaker, I believe that you can grasp all the points that's been mentioned to you. I do agree that the biggest area that we need to see the improvement and challenging him is the body language itself. I have one tips for you, except for the evaluator. I think she did very well on this part. So, as an inspiring speech, because you are talking about leadership developments, time management is very important for the leadership developments. If your speaking style is actually more on status quo. There's some people that just standing there like a president, like Obama, they stand behind the roster, they just stand there, they don't do a lot. It's okay, because that is your leadership style and that is your speaking style. But how do they engage is by their vocal varieties, by their eyes, their eye contact, facial expression. You can learn from them. In Toastmasters, we all learn how to be drama queen and drama queen. This is a challenge I throw to you. So in the next speech, I will be here. If okay, I will be here. But the rest of you can actually challenge him, and the evaluator can challenge him on that. So work on this. Thank you very much for the evaluator and also the speaker. Next, we have the evaluator. Wow, this is a distinguished Toastmaster Ramesh to give his evaluation to
Challenge. You're teasing me. So what? Purpose of this speech is to introduce a team building event or an event to the public or to us. And you should deliver a well-organized speech and you should tell the member the plans for this event. This is the purpose of her objective. And you did it perfectly well. How? It's an organized speech. When you say it's organized speech, you have that, what is the program about? And I like when you have that one page slide which talks about what is the whole program about. Next, how to participate. Why you must participate. And she gave us some example of that entrepreneurship. And she moved on and saying, she gave us a praise from Steve Jobs. I like that when you put on the phrase, because that's where you encourage others. You had all the details for you. What I felt was, maybe you should work on this. You want to inspire and motivate others to join the program. How to do it? How to inspire and motivate? You did ask a question like Google and all that. You gave us an idea to how do you want to, from your idea or to convert to something else. Ask them, do you have an idea that you felt that you could have commercialized it? Or ask the crowd. Pause for a while. Let them think. When they think, yeah, this is something great, then you move on, give us some more example. In that way, people will be inspired and motivated to join your program about entrepreneurship. Yeah, that is a benefit for me. And you may even challenge yourself by using this slide that you had. And this is a high-tech. You have all the slides there, right? You can just go in and see, oh, this is the way that you can go about. This is the path. You can go in this direction. We only 20 people are joined. We already have 18. Why don't you do that? You chose that method of information method to deliver this. And how only information inspire us and motivate us. The other thing that we put down is sum it up. ABC. When you sum it up with accuracy, accurate information, with brevity and clarity. When you do that, all the information that you had and the style that you chose about being very informative, you would have enhanced the way you tell about this program. I would definitely would have been more inspired and motivated to join the entrepreneurship. Yeah, chose that. That's what I felt. All right. Overall, great way. You had an organization, had that content, some little way of inspiring and motivate us. Give us some example, and move on and sum it up. Get the buy-in from all of us to join the entrepreneurship so we can benefit and excel. Thank you. Over to you.
You can see, right, when you reach the level of distinguished Toastmasters, you see, even giving evaluation, there's so much drama in the walking here, left and right to the back. Thank you for giving such a great evaluation to ensure that Sukwa will keep within the 3 minutes and send the particular message that you want to send. I agree with you, the message is very good, the organization is good, and the way that's delivered is good, a clear conversation and clear instruction as well. One thing I want to highlight, very important that as an evaluator, we know the objective of the speech. If you read the objective of the speech, it says that on the point number 2, the speech should be about the member plan for team building event. Now, is this entrepreneurship is the team building event? That is my question. So that's the goal. We can have a lot of people that can speak very well. Nothing wrong with Sukwa's speech, but the objective of the speech is really on team building event itself. So that's where Sukwa needs to actually relate how does this come into a team building. For example, you have a team people that actually make this. So you can share about the team, who are they that actually make this too, rather than selling it. So that's the experience how you plan the whole things out. That will be another presentation because that will be relate to your motivation strategy. So that people who listen to this one, it's not only they want to join the team, join the particular event, but they also want to be in your team to make this a successful event for you. Yep. That is my evaluation. Yep. Thank you overall. Thank you for all the speaker and all the evaluator. Another round of applause for them. Now we have the technical evaluator. May I invite our R counter reporter? May I invite our R counter to give a report, which is VC4 Chloe Chang. Can you come in front? Take the stage. Yeah, the stage is free.
Hi, I'm giving my R counter report now. Toastmaster of the day, Madura. 7 7 2 N's. Repeated words, review. President Vidya, 5 1 N. Repeated word, scandal. Single topic master, Kido. 2 R.
For repeated word just. Shalin, 3 3 Table topic speaker number 2, Kwan. 1 3 4 And table topic speaker number 3, Hazi. 4 4 Table topic evaluator, Chloe Chaw. 2 4 Repeated word, good, I will, is not. Speaker number 1, Robina. 3 Speaker number 2, Liao. 2 Repeated words, okay. Speaker number 3, Fong Suk Hua. Repeat 5 Speech evaluator, Peggy Koo. Repeated words, yeah. Speech evaluator 2, Cheryl Fu. 1 2 yeah. For speech evaluator number 3, S. Ramesh, congratulations, you have no pause filler. For evaluation speech, Datuk Su. Oh my god. One so, one and, repeated words, my, I, the. So my job is not done here yet. I still have to evaluate grammarian, timekeeper, and general evaluator. Wow.
Another thing I'm very impressed and inspired by her is that when she's listening to the speaker, she can actually put her clap and clap as well when she has. I don't know how she do it. She has a multitasker.
I'm always worried when she is the art counter.
Oh, really?
Yes.
She would not spare even that dog.
Yeah.
Alright, another great applause for her on that. I hope that you can give me extra 5 minutes. I know that you have to finish by 2. Reason being because I really hope that this is a very meaningful time that we have Dato with us.
Yeah.
And this is, I think, is the last time meeting with us, unless he join other clubs, then he come back and visit again. So I want to take this opportunity that everybody knows.
Start from the beginning.
So I want to take this opportunity to really make everyone, especially we also have the mentor here, the great mentor here as well, to understand what is the role of each other. Like the art counter, why we have the art counter over here is because that we want to train the listening skill. It is very important for the leader to really listen every word. Like they pick up all the R and pause filler. Pause filler is when we are not so good in our speech, not say not so good, mastering in our speech, or sometimes we feel nervous, that's where we get this speech crutches in. Now crutches is like for people who are handicapped, they're lean on the crutches, that's where the pause filler can come in. If you see the international or world-class MC, you don't see or you don't hear any speech crutches. From today onwards, maybe Dr. Song also will see whether any MC on the TV show have the speech crutches. I'm very sure he will do that. Okay, so that's about the R counter. Now I will have the next technical evaluator, which is our grammarian, competent communicator, competent leader, Sukumaran.
Thank you, G. My word of the day I selected is inspire, because we have a very important man here. That's the reason. And this word was used by a few. First, Kwan twice, Robina once, Fish once, Cheng Li Hua twice, Sherifu twice, S. Ramesh, the champion, 5 times.
I must have repeated this.
I go on to good phrases, sentence, or words. I have many. Datuk Som Heng Chun, deprived, cream of the cream, peak of the recession we can't have in previous years, the art of communications, and many more. Madura, dutiful role players, brave speakers, exciting session, swiftly move on. Kidolin, I was amazed, pursuing my dream, what others speech titles are great, right? Kiolin. And Shalane, formative years, probably, this is a good word, probably, venture, therefore, step backward, ballroom dance. Kwan, believe, although, enhance my skills. Hafik, I don't expect to give speech, but you can do it. Succeed, pampered, prerequisite, convinced, and many more. Robina, great personality, a great mentor, listens. More. Energy, dedication, from the prime I joined Toastmasters. Leong, we have the same 24 years. Simplify, alarm, go off, get many things done. Fish, intrapreneurship. Even this new word for me, I always hear entrepreneurship. Innovations, more viable. Ching Li Hua, bring forward the development, own perceptions. Can we have common topic evaluators? Stethoscope. Stethoscope. That's the word for me. Stethoscope. Chloe, show good variety projection, perhaps. Okay, good structure of speech. Peggy, I'm honored. I can't read handwriting. To excel, to be a distinguished Toastmaster. Sharafu, oh. I'll read some room for improvement, suggestion for improvement. That's how I know. It probably could change to that's how I came to know IJM. I think that's all for me.
For taking so much accountability to really write down all the good usage of word and also counting the word of the day use as well. Now, I will personally say that the word of the day today is very good and also according to related to the team. Many of the time when we come to the Toastmaster meeting, we couldn't use the word because the word is not an action word. And it's not a word, it's like a noun. So it's so difficult to bring into the speech. And this is so easy because of the team is already there. So well done. And who is the person who chose this word? Gamarian. Oh, another applause for me. The reason why we have the Gamarian is not because of we are the English school or institute. But however, we would like to have this Gamarian put here because we want to use certain words so that we can empower ourselves with the vocabulary and how to use that word in the whole session so that we'll be able to use that word, boost up our vocabulary. I would even suggest that let's say that you really want to talk about Toastmaster and encourage people to come to Toastmaster, you have a billboard of bulletins words that you can actually put that word of the week or word of the month that we're actually using over in the club meeting. So people will find out why is it that we have always have this word of the day or word of the month. Then people want to find out more about Toastmasters. Since that your CEO here, your mentor here, really encourage people to come to Toastmaster. Why don't you use the bulletin? That is my suggestion. Yeah. Okay. Now, the next one we will have is our timekeeper report, where we are going to invite our Toastmaster Yasmin to give her timekeeper report.
Somebody can you?
Alright, hi everyone. So now for the timekeeper report. Our meeting starts sharp at 12:32 p.m. So our President Vidya, she took 5 minutes and 27 seconds for the opening speech. Madhura, our Toastmaster of the day, she took 5 minutes 51 seconds. And next, moving on to the table topic session, our first speaker, Shanice, she took 2 minutes and 41 seconds. Second speaker, Kwan, he took 2 minutes and 43 seconds. Next, Haziq, he took 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Next, Dato for the invocation speech. He is very punctual. He took 15 minutes, 27 seconds.
Whoa. 3 seconds.
Next is for the project speakers. First speaker, Robina, she took 5 minutes and 43 seconds. Next, the second speaker, Leong, I think he really hit to his time. He wrapped up his speech very fast, 4 minutes and 49 seconds. Third speaker, Fong Sokwa, she took 3 minutes and 28 seconds. Next, GE takes control, Miss Li Hua, she took 1 minute and 47 seconds. For the evaluation session, table topic evaluation, Chloe Chaw, she took 3 minutes and 11 seconds. Evaluation for first speaker, project speaker, Peggy Koo, she took 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Second project speech evaluation, Ms. Sharon Fu, she took 3 minutes and 27 seconds. And Mr. Ramesh, he took 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Next, for the technical parts, our counter, she took 1 minute and 59 seconds. Grammarian, Mr. Subu, he took 4 minutes and 1 second. And for the timekeeper report, myself, I took 2 minutes.
First time as well as a timekeeper? Oh, all right. No wonder she did so well, isn't it? So this is my suggestion for you. Now, because we have like 13 minutes for the whole evaluation, what you can do is that you can mention that the whole evaluation is about 13 minutes, then total time taken how many times. Then we know that whether we are over the time. That's why we can manage back our time in the future. So if every time that we're over, then we have to look into this again. So we know which exactly the session that we need to look into it. Well, I know that this is not only your job, it's also the TME, the VPE, and also you at the same time. Then, yeah, overall, very well done, and the time taken, there's really a lot of patience and listening and observing. At the same time, you miss a lot of good speeches as well, right? So I really want to applaud for you for that. Now we come to my gender evaluator reports from the time I'm walking in, from the time I'm being invited. I was being invited by Supa 1 month ago. That was actually very good arrangement. Thank you, Supa, for giving me this opportunity to meet Dr. also over here and also the rest of the mentor and all the fellow Toastmasters here from IJM. And as I walked in, I saw the smile from Vitia, the Madam President. She welcomed me. She made sure that I came in here to get my seat, get my food, and get my drink as well. Then she told me she's a bit nervous. I said, why are you so nervous? So she said, today got Dato over here. Because of Dato, she's nervous. Actually, she's actually very good one. So that's why I'm really so. It's not a usual. Yeah, so then she introduced, and then Sohwa introduced me to Dato as well. So I feel welcome in the beginning when I come here. Then after that, when we come here and I hear the Madam President actually given her presidential speech, she called everybody to come down first to have the mindfulness before we start the exciting moment. That was very good and very well done. Also have a video, and the first time I hear the president is really first time in my life. For 4 years in Toastmasters, I saw a video clip for the presidential speech. Right? A round of applause for the president who really did I'm not going to give a lot of things on you, but I will go and do it separately later because of the timing things. Here, I would like to also suggest of some of the role play over here, whereby I think we're supposed to have, which is the SAA, we call it the Assistant Sergeant at Arms role, whereby the Madam President can be more calm by then, because the Sergeant at Arms will call everybody in. Then people like me and Sharon is new here. Yeah, I'm first time. I'm not sure whether you are first time. I see. So I'm a first timer here. So I need to know a little bit like where's the toilet, where's the fire escape and things like that. So the SA got to tell about this and asked us to silence the phone instead of the Madam President. Because the Madam President is supposed to tell the moment she step up here is speak with power, that she need to empower everybody. So that the mindful part can be done by the SA itself. So that the SA preparing the stage for the President to come in to speak with power. Just like how she actually introduced Dato to come and speak with power over here. That's the job of the SAA. Then I like Dato's speech. Definitely it's very inspiring. And we got to hear from the CEO. Now, not many people got to hear from the CEO's speech. And I always listen to the CEO's speech because I'm inspired to be one also in future. Inspired by how he is being brought up, and then after that he became a CEO, and how I saw someone is crying there, really, very emotions there about his story. I really felt very touched with such a background that he came up and how he has the heart to pay forward. And the thing is that the greatest admiration I have for him is that he believed in Toastmaster can help.
Yeah. Yes.
And that is the part that Dato didn't manage.
I've seen him improve by leaps and bounds.
So I believe that after this speech away from Dato, I hope that all of you can carry this flag and continue Toastmaster, because Toastmaster has been more than 95 years already. This is 96 years already. And in whole country, when you have one membership, you actually can access the whole world.
Yes.
Wherever we go for traveling, I'm not sure whether Suwa go for traveling actually visited any club, Toastmasters club.
Oh, she does.
Welcome you like national club.
She's our world ambassador.
Yeah, and we will be welcome. But I always have this people who go to Japan, even though they got sake and sushi, they give expensive stuff, so expensive dinner. So that's the family of Toastmasters that we have over here. So Haziq, your first timer, now you know that the Toastmasters, one passport to the world. International. That's about the Toastmasters. Now, let's go to the TME. TME, I love your bubbly smile. I love that you come in that time, you just keep on laughing. And you make people feel, wow, so exciting over here. Yeah, you introduce the speaker, you identify the speaker, that's very important. Now, as a TME is also an MC, so to bring up the atmosphere is very important. I feel that you really do that part. There are things for improvement is that, one thing, the first one is about when you laugh. I know that you love to laugh. You also want us to laugh. So when you laugh, pause, laugh, then you speak what you want to speak, but not laugh at the same time and say something, because we want to hear your beautiful voice, we want to hear your message. Okay. Number two, don't forget about the history of Toastmasters, because we have someone new over here. All of you may hear like more than 100 times, but if I ask you to come up and hear and talk about the Toastmaster history, I can challenge you, it's very challenging to talk about that. So we need to talk about that as a TME, because you're not going to be TME all the time. Once you become a TME, you make sure you use fully on the authority as a TME to tell the procedures of the TME, so that people know what is Toastmasters all about the history as well. Okay, that's all about the TME. I really like this one. Keep on smiling. TTM, TTM, very encouraging topic and very related as well. Good idea on that. And I heard that you have a mentor here, which is Dixon as well, right? Yeah. I'm not sure whether he teach you on that. Right? So I saw you have a very nice card to give away. Now my suggestion is that don't take it on your own, but don't say 1, 2, 3, just let that quick. Oh, okay. That will be like very exciting to the person who wants to speak. Which one I wanted? Then you will see the way they are so suspicious, which is a good topic for them. So you see that kind of thing. So this we create a moment. We create assignments to that. That's about the table topics. And overall, I really love the atmosphere over here. Thank you, Dato, for having this place here for us to have this meeting. And I feel that everything is being taken care of, and we feel very comfortable for this meeting. And I like the energy, I like the positivity, and I like the volunteer part that you all come up to volunteer yourself to take up the role, to speak, and also speak with power. Thank you very much, and I'd like to adjourn.
Thank you to our GE and all our role players for your reports. Now we've come to the award section, And I would like to invite Dr. Som and our president up on stage.
He's always taking photos.
He's always, yeah.
It's okay.
I hope the members, if you can see your names on the screen, please be at standby.
Line up.
Yeah, line up for the award ceremony. Okay, so I would like to call upon Leong Han Chu for completing his level 1.
Sharon saw me taking a photo of you.
Legally for completing her level 1. Mahindran for completing your level 1. Jason for completing his level 1.
Primary school standard 1.
Kido name for completing his level 2.
Better than mentor.
Chloe Chong for completing her level 3 and 4. And myself for completing. Sukwa for completing her advanced leader bronze and silver, advanced leader bronze pins, level 3 and 4 pass, and senior director ribbon.
Five or six.
So many, 4, 5, 6, 6.
Okay, and finally, but not least, Mr. Ramesh for becoming the distinguished service master. He's also receiving the advanced communicator silver pin. Thank you very much.
So next time you go everywhere, you must wear that pin.
Yes. I do.
And we would like to thank Dato for coming to our meeting today. So a token of appreciation to you. Thank you, Dato.
Thanks.
On the jacket, that's next time. So you can promote.
Right, moving on. We would like to hand over some token of appreciation to the general evaluator for today.
Thank you.
So the best project speaker goes to Rowena. So could we have Peggy to receive on her behalf? And the best table topic speaker goes to
Have you collected few?
And the best evaluator goes to
magazines to newcomers, and we have Hazik. Can we have you on stage to receive this magazine?
You come again.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to all participants and winners. Oh, and we have one last award, which is the first timer ribbon that goes to Chloe Chaw. We have two Chloe here. Congratulations. That's all for the awards, I think. Yes, we are done for today, and I would like to invite Vidya to give her closing speech.
Thank you, Madhura, for conducting this session with your warm smile, and you also attracted our GE today. More than our meeting was like a regular meeting, it was very, very inspiring. More than our team, it was more related to our words of the day, because everyone was inspiring. Come from this first speech, our Dato Som, he actually inspired me that where you come from is actually doesn't matter to you at all, but what you are today is actually matters. So in that way, he actually proven that from the background that he come from and how he worked hard and studied smart to become who he is right now. With that, I also would like to thank our GE for being very, very constructive in giving our speech, giving this feedback, and also inspired us like how to perform well in future. Besides, and also all the speakers have their own way of inspiring us. For example, Supu has inspired us to be more dreamer. And if you have any idea, you can check with her later on to how to become a member for the entrepreneurship. And also Leon, who has actually inspired us like how to manage our time. And in the other way around, he also inspired me to be more confident in speaking. Like in Toastmaster, if you are 1% improved from what you were yesterday and today, it's actually already an achievement for us. So can we give a round of applause to him? And Robina also shared about mentorship, that mentors are here to share, not to tell us. So that is what all of you here are doing. So with that, I finished my presidential speech, and I would like to get the feedback from our guest today. So can we have Hazik? Yeah, I'm sure this is your first time to come. You can speak over there. So you can sit there. You can just speak it out. How you feel about our meeting today?
Since it's my first time here, I think the best thing about Toastmaster is I feel welcome here. I feel welcome to speak. Yeah, so that's the thing. I feel more encouraged to talk to people, share my ideas and stuff. Yeah. So I think maybe I'll join this club.
Your mentor.
Thank you, Hafiz. Last not least, all of us are waiting for Dato Som to give his feedback about the meeting today. So Dato Som.
You have done a great job in maintaining Toastmaster all these years. And being one of the very few corporate clubs that still remains in Malaysia, I think we should carry on with whatever we are doing. even in Penang, I think it's not a standalone corporate club. It's actually a community club. Yeah. We have staff there who are also part of this Toastmaster community. I see that they're quite active. There are a few quite very active members there, and they benefited a lot from it. They keep telling me that they benefited from it, and I think we should encourage more of our colleagues to actually join this club for them to see the value in the Toastmaster. And I believe that if I look at the average age profile, very low, much lower, only the both of them. So it's an encouraging sign, but we also hope to get people who are more experienced in their work to be part of this as well, so that they can benefit from learning the Toastmaster about communicating and about sharing. So these are the two important points, and I learned a lot from all of you today, and I can see even from the moment you step in to now, you have gained a lot of confidence in delivering the message across to the public. Not so nervous now. It's like you say, what you have been doing yesterday compared with what you are doing today, and if there's a slight improvement, it's an improvement.
Yeah.
So that's what we want. We don't expect for you to fly overnight, but you need to take incremental steps. And if Dixon has a patience to do it over the last 15, 10 years, why not all of us? So the message is never too late. Okay, thank you very much. I think I really enjoyed myself today.
Enjoy.
Yeah, sure. I really want to inspire all of you again. Because for me, I am not coming from a corporate club. I don't have the luxury to even join a corporate club. I joined in a community club. I pay for my own fees.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes.
And then,
Yeah.
Because really thanks for all this. I think he deserves a lot of people like me and Sopla, when we are serving in the district as a district officer, we don't get paid. But we go. Even Sharon, she's the area director also. Already passed already. No. Area director, club mentor, club coach. Club mentor, right? When we have club coach or club mentor, we have to visit faithfully 6 months. Every meeting. But we don't get paid for that. But why are we doing this? Because we believe Toastmaster really help and develop individual to be a better communicator, to be a better leader. That's what we believe. And we ourselves experience that. That's why we are here to pay forward. And I hope that one day, even you leave the company already or you become your own boss already, this is charter everyone in your club or in your company and continue a journey with Toastmasters. We have Toastmasters 30 years old, already become a DTM, still here. Ask him. Right? So I hope that all of you will continue to really grow the community. Thank you. Back to you.
I've visited corporate clubs, and I would like to say that IJM being a corporate club leads. You know why? Because the boss, the employer, who has the full backing and support of the club is the key thing that will make sure the club grows. And that is the privilege that IJM has. Not many corporate Toastmasters have. So make full use of it now.
Stop take for granted when things come easy and free.
We don't even have value. We have to search for value. We have to pay for the value from our own pocket.
Some people from
the Madam President got to cook last time when I was the president. Yes, that's how we do the.
See how good you have it. Some of the lunch also paid for.
Okay, thank you for all your feedback. It's really valuable. And thank you, Dr. So, for being here. It's really honored to us. And thank you for all the role players and also ESCO members to arrange this meeting, and we successfully conducted our second meeting, and keep on growing the momentum, and see you in next meeting. Shall we take a quick picture?
Right, to the front.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. No, use the camera. Sorry, it's not the ring.
Everyone come forward.
Okay.